Righto, time for the front panel. Now, I have learnt that this does have only one felt washer in the centre, which this front may rest against. So, according to all the diagrams, the service manual, everything that I've got, it only has the one as a bit of a buffer there, and we've got some rubber strip there. So, time, can't see anything else wrong. And yes, the needle's there. There he is, in case you couldn't see him. Time for the front to go on. Once we get this on, guys, we can settle in the alignment, which is pretty basic, very basic. That looks nice. Now, yeah, I'm not going to keep used to this. We'll pull all the screws in and come back. I'll put all these screws in and we'll come back, and then we'll put some tape along the top here to stop the rubbing on the case. Okay. Okay, all the screws are in. Gee, that's looking so nice. I don't know whether I can bring myself to selling this. This might have to go in my collection. It's a nice little radio. Now, where is my material tape? Just a moment. Okay, put our tape along the top. So there's no danger of those screws scratching the inside of the cabinet when it goes in. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the cabinet, of course, not yet. The next thing, sorry for the there, but I was thinking, the three knobs now, yeah, they need a little bit of TLC. Okay, so I'll go and do them, put them on, and then she's ready for the alignment. Okay, we're ready for the alignment. Now, just check all our aerial leads here that everything's free and not catching anywhere where it shouldn't be. It's looking good. Okay, let's start. Let's see what the first thing is we do. Okay, guys. Well, this is more or less directed to the newbies out there, more so than us techos that sort of know the drill of things. So, yeah, I'm trying to get some younger people into restoring some of this stuff. And so they learn from us, I guess. Well, they learn a few things, probably some bad habits. So, if we look at the service manual, which is this one, it's a 6655, and that's the radio. Now, first thing we probably want to do is your intermediate frequency, your IFs. And if we look here, well, straight away we can see our intermediate frequency is 455 kilohertz. So, yeah, we sort of know that that's the place to start. That's the frequency we're going to need. Now, as far as doing it, okay, here we go. Alignment. Okay, set the generator to 455 and 30% modulation and 400 hertz on the audio. Now, you can set 1000 hertz if you like that annoying 1 kilohertz tone, but 400 is a bit easier to listen to. Turn it to maximum and set the tuning to the low frequency end of the band. Okay, that's the low frequency end, and your tuning capacitor will be fully open, not closed. Okay, so inject the signal into the aerial, inject the signal into the aerial section of the gang. Now, what they're meaning by there is the aerial section of the gang, which will be the bigger one of the two. That's your aerial. This will be your oscillator. So the bigger one of two. So we just go straight into there and we'll go to a ground point on my generator and straight onto there. Okay. And now what we do is we adjust the cores. This is our IF transformers, T4, T5, and T3. 543 in that order for maximum reading on an output meter. Now, start the alarm at each transformer by screwing its core well out and then screwing in until the resonance is obtained. Now, this one won't be very far out of spec, I wouldn't think. So that's what we'll do. So we've got to do T5, T4, T3. Okay. Looking here, have we got any markings? No, we haven't. Okay. We'll tip our set over like this. And in here, we will have our 3 transformers. That's T5, T4, and T3. Okay, that's the 3 of them. They are marked on the board, and they are also marked on another sheet that we have here. So, yeah, we start at that one, we go this one, and then we go this one. Okay, for peak reading. Now, peak reading, what does that mean? Okay, let's have a look. I've got a meter here, and you guys like these meters too. I like mine. It's very nice. So we put this one side to ground because we're going across the speaker. This will be an annoying sound for a little bit, but something we've got to do. And we put the meter on the other side. Okay, we're on AC voltage range, and the lowest I can go with this is 2.5 volts AC. So that's the lowest scale that this one goes to. I do have another meter that actually goes to 1 volt full scale, a vacuum tube voltmeter, but we're not using it at the moment. We're using this one. Okay, now we need 450 kilohertz at 30% modulation and at 400 hertz. Let's have a look at that. Now, I'm using my old reliable Marconi test set. You've probably got a little device of some description, a little signal generator that is 100 times smaller than this thing. I've got this. This is what I use, but I do a lot of two-way radio work as well. So this is where this thing excels. Being able to go to, I think it's 1.3 gigahertz on this one, and there is a module on it to take it to 4.5 gigahertz. Okay, we look at our frequency. This is not set up. I can press a button here for memory, but we're not going to do that. We go to RF gen frequency. So RF gen, and that brings us up here, frequency. 455, and we go kilohertz, okay? And then we go our level. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. We're going to set our modulation, which is down here, our frequency for our modulation. We will put in 400 hertz. Okay. We then go to level, which is over here, and we type in 30% AM. There we go. That's it. That's all set up. We then go back to RF Gen level, and now we can set our level. We'll start off lower because we're not sure. That's minus 138. I've just gone to the bottom of the scale and bring this up so that we can only just hear it. Righto, we'll go back over to the radio and the meter and have a look at it. Okay, we're ready to go ahead. Hang on, I've got to get an alignment tool. Okay, and as I said, this sequence is for newbies out there. But look, maybe you haven't seen this done. You probably have. But anyway, we'll run over it again. Okay, let's turn him on. And we'll open our gang right up. Okay, right to there. And we do have something happening there. Right, we can see a meter movement there. So we're starting with this fella. Let's increase our generator up until we see something happening here. Nothing there yet. And there she comes. Okay. Take him up to about there. Now that's our alignment tool that we're using. Let's peak him. Okay, that's that one done. The next one. A little bit, not much. We got a little bit out of him. And now this one. Oh, okay. Bring him back down again. Okay, we'll go back to the first one again. That's as high as he's going to go. This one. And now this one again. And guys, that's close enough. And we'll turn that down. So there we go. That's the 455 kilohertz done with the 3 IFs. It's performing lovely. Okay, now it's time for the oscillator alignment, oscillator and aerial. So we won't have to do the aerial on the bottom end of the dial, on the open end, because we can't move our rod antenna coil. Now, we can tune it by moving that backwards and forwards, that is set on this one. So but anyway, you'll see that when we get to it. Righto, let's have a look at the next part of what we've got to do. Now, our instructions tell us to make sure our dial pointer is correct, which it is at the moment. We've checked that earlier. And we set the signal generator to 600 kilohertz, okay? So we go to 600. We then put the pointer and, hang on. Yes, we then put the pointer on the 600 calibration mark on the radio. I'll show you where that is. And we adjust T2 for maximum reading of the output on the output meter, which is this. Okay, T2 is our oscillator coil up there. It's up the top. You see him? That one there. Okay, now we take this off here and we put this on our aerial. Right. The reason we don't put our 455 kilohertz straight into the aerial is because we've got a little radio frequency choke here that stops 455 going through him, and hence 455 going back with the aerial from the oscillator. So that's our little a blocking coil, I suppose, if you want to call it that. You can call it whatever you like. Okay, so now we turn him over, and on our dial we've got 600, which is right there. Just give it a little bit of volume. So now we go right around here to 600. Okay, we'll just turn him down for the moment. I'll set my generator to frequency 600 kilohertz and level up a little bit. Okay, we'll just see if he's around. He's up there. That's too far away because we're nowhere near the 6 there. We've got to come back down there. So we adjust our oscillator coil up here to bring in 600 in that position. And if we give him a bit of volume and a bit more signal, we'll see. There we go. Right on there. Okay. Let's have a look at the next position. And I'll just turn him back down again for a moment. Now we do the same at 1500 kilohertz. We go right up the other end of the dial. We set the pointer on exactly over 1500. And then we adjust VC3 and VC1. Okay, so you say, well, where's VC3? Okay, variable capacitor number 3, variable capacitor number 1. Righto? Let's find them. Okay, I've just put the generator on 1500. We then go around here until we say 15, and he's down in there. This is, of course, upside down. Okay. And he's down there, so he's not quite in the right spot yet. We've got to go right there. Now, what we've got to adjust, I'll turn him back over, is our oscillator trimmer to bring him into there, and then the aerial trimmer for maximum signal. Okay. Oh, sorry about the camera. Hope you guys can see everything there. Just move this over here so I'm not covering the meter. Okay, here we go. And there he is. Okay, that's very touchy. That's brought him in line with where he should be on the dial. Right, and now we adjust our aerial trimmer, which is our fella that goes down to our aerial rod. We adjust him for maximum signal. And pretty well it. Well, go down a little bit in level. Okay, so he's down a little bit in level. There. Okay, we'll turn him down. That's it, guys. 1500, 600. Now you can go backwards and forwards lots and lots of times. I may check again, but there's no need in doing that at the moment. That's all there is to it with this one. That is it. And now we can check and see if we've got a station. And, well, certainly should have. That's the amount of wire, our antenna we've got, which is not a lot. And let's see what we've got here. And just a moment, I'll try and cut some lights, especially those lights. And we've got a nice dial light there too. We've got so much noise in here.
Call put in the Canobbler's carpet care, and says he's on his way. We are so excited. Roger will have us freshened up, clean, feeling and looking great. Do the same and call Roger at Canobbler's Carpet Care, 0418 635 611. Treat your
and our tone control is working nicely.
Chocolate Company.
Oh, can I have one too?
Yes, here's the Moon Macadamia.
Thanks.
And we can't get our ABC is over here.
Yeah, get what you mean. Hey, around the stage, you've got Paul Culliver in Newcastle and Lindsay McDougall on Illawarra Drive.
And you're not going to get much in here.
Sticks at home.
So, guys, what I'm going to do, we'll keep going, put him back in the case, we'll take him outside, out of this stupid shed, away from the interference, and we'll see what he can pick up. Just see how he performs. Okay? But before we go any further, I'll just pause the video while I do this. We've got to put his circuit and his layout back on the back of the case. Okay, I'll want it in there. So yeah, we'll just put a little bit of glue in there and put him back in. I'll do that and be straight back. Okay, that'll make it a little bit nicer for the next person that opens this radio. Now, aerial lead in through the other side there. And I'm not obviously holding my mouth correctly. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Slide him in. Okay, now this one's a fairly easy one because there's only 2 screws on the bottom. I should have something on the bench. You should have reminded me. I don't like radio sitting straight on the bench. That's how we mark them. Okay, 2 screws. That's it. Don't do them up too tight. We don't need to crack the plastic. It's not going to go anywhere with those screws in it. And there she is. Yeah, that's looking pretty damn nice. I'm very impressed. But I am a little disappointed that there is a mark on it, which is that little fella there. I don't want to, that's his mark. I don't want to touch that up. You will see it as soon as you do it. There's also another very, very slight one just there. But yeah, overall, yeah, it's a shame about that one. But gee, okay, let's take him outside and we'll put a longer piece of wire on him and just see, can we get any other stations out here? This is a very high noise area, so yeah, I'm in the middle of town and yeah, it's not the place to test these things. It'd be nice to take him out somewhere, do a Shango Desert one, something like that. That'd be good. But we've got no desert around here. Okay, let's take him outside. Okay, you're going to have to put up with a bit of mobile recording now. So let's turn him on. And we're, what are we, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we've got something there. I don't actually know what that'd be. In around the 1700 mark. Yeah. Another one there. But there's still lots of noise. Now we do have a park station there, which is 100 k's from here, but yeah, unfortunately, and that's Young. And we go up here.
Or Argentina.
Does anyone know how Argentina got so good?
And that's our local station
They've been good for a
there.
long while. They've been semi-finalists at the
It's
last...
2EL, which is an orange station, 25 k's from here, so that's our local AM.
You're going to talk about...
What I'd like to do is come out here tonight when we got a bit of a skip happening. I have no idea what that is. Some sort of interference. Sounds, I don't know what that is. That actually sounds like another station overriding. Yeah.
We were a bit embarrassed, but yeah.
Oh, well, look, you got to do your best. You got to do your best as a parent. Sounds like you tried. And look, Macarthur's a good strong...
That's our local ABC station, which is, local. It's 80 k's from where we are.
There was actually...
But, a couple of 100 kilowatts, so...
And we lived in
around that. So, yeah, this is... I wonder what that is. Sort of, it's a dead carrier. It's some sort of AM transmitter, and no, it's not mine. Okay, so there we go. Something right down on 1760, 1750. Yeah, can't quite get it. Guys, I'm going to leave that because it is just way... There's way too much interference.
I think a lot of people struggle with now. John, look, joke my kids saying, whenever I get through and talk to John Laws, I want you to put it on my coffin.
Okay, so there we go. There's our little radio. There's your performance test. But saying that, I'm going to come out here tonight and we're just going to have a flick through the stations and see what it's like. And once I'm finished that, we'll post the video up to you. Okay? So until then, I'll be back and let's do a little bit of DXing. Okay, we just, this is 6 o'clock in the evening. And we're scanning around the dial, seeing what we can pick up. And a little while ago, Don's old radio shed in Perth, I hope you follow him because he's worth following. I picked up 6PR in Perth. Now, I'm certain it was, I should have recorded this, but it was definitely 6PR. And, well, that's across the other side of Australia, so that's going okay from where I am in central New South Wales. Let's see what else we can get here.
Specialist at ANU. Right now, of what happens when a minister gets ambassador to Lebanon. They really are.
साउथ एशियन रेडियो पर मिलते हैं वैसे ही हमारा जो कंटेंट है वो सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर भी उपलब्ध है जैसे कि फेसबुक पर SBS हिंदी या यूट्यूब पर.
Well, we're certainly not real sure what that is.
सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स के जो रूल्स हैं वो जैसे बदलते रहते हैं, तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि
I don't know, but that's what's that, about 1400, 1300? Yeah.
Get in touch with your Ranagonia on 6850-1222. That's 6850-1222.
Taking multiple tablets and capsules every day can become confusing. Rondon for
Be driven by Gemma Coney. Oxford Solutions. Women protection. This is Drive with Paul Culliver, ABC Newcastle.
There you go. Now that's ABC Newcastle, so that's doing okay. Mind you, it's a bit of DX skips, but still good fun. And we'll skip past that one because that's our local station and that's fairly loud.
Caution, they're at the side of the boxes, won't be long before.
that's the latest track.
And that's 2UE in Sydney. We also had 7LA a little earlier with Lawn System in Tassie.
Of some of the people that heckle at sporting games. ABC New South Wales and ABC Illawarra. Ryan performing the role of Lindsay McDougall today. Now, over the next...
Just in the 30 seconds I've got left.
In these most appalling conditions,
Got no idea what that is. And
At Empire.
ABC is very strong there. I have no idea what that is, but it's coming in on around 600. Yeah, okay guys.
In 8 days, and it takes more.
Righto, there you go guys, that's a bit of night performance for you, and well, evening, but yeah, during the radio, during the day, the radio probably gets in around, I don't know, 8 stations here, not many more, but there you go. So there's the end of the video. If you loved it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, you know the drill. Okay, until the next video, won't be long. Bye for now.